Thank you, Presiding Officer. To ask the Scottish Government what its plans are for the provision of dentistry in NHS Grampian.
Minister.
The responsibility for the overall provision of NHS general dental services in the area rests with NHS Grampian.
Richard Baker.
Thank you. The increased numbers of patients in Grampian registered with the dentists are welcome, but what reassurance can the Minister give me that there is proper monitoring of these practices who have received NHS grants to establish new surgeries to ensure they fulfil the requirement that 80% of their work is NHS treatment, and also that patients registered with these practices are actually receiving check-ups and treatment at appropriate intervals? I know these are issues which have been raised too with the Scottish Government.
Minister.
Well, the member makes reference to the Scottish Dental Access Initiative, which was developed in order to help to increase the number of dental practices that will register NHS patients, particularly in areas where there was a lack of service. And he rightly recognises that there has been a very significant increase in the level of NHS dentistry being made available within the NHS Grampian area. It is part of the condition of that grant that they do have a significant number of their patients as registered as NHS patients, and individual boards are responsible for the monitoring of that. I know there have been some issues with a practice in NHS Grampian, which NHS Grampian took appropriate action to address, and I understand that they have also written to all of those practices which have received support through the Scottish Dental Access Initiative to ensure that their status remains the same and that they are delivering the services that are agreed as part of the grant's conditions. In relation to check-up rates as well, I think it's a very important point. It may be helpful if I inform the member that 83.6% of those patients registered in Grampian presented for treatment in the previous 2 years. That figure is actually higher than the Scottish average of 79.3%. So it's clear that a significant number of patients within NHS Grampian are making use of the NHS dentistry services, which we've seen a very significant increase in providing under this government. And I've got no doubt that patients will continue to benefit from that increasing level of access that's been made available to them.
Stewart Stevenson.
Is the Minister aware that 10 years ago there were areas of NHS Grampian where it was impossible to register even for private NHS dental treatment, and that some of my constituents used to travel twice a year to Budapest, to Amsterdam and other European cities for the treatment? Can he assure us that we will continue to see improvements in the provision of NHS dental care in the NHS Grampian area?
Minister.
The member makes a very good point, because there were very significant difficulties in patients in the NHS Grampian area being able to access NHS dentistry. So, for example, since 2007, in 2007 only 59.2% of children in NHS Grampian were registered with a dentist under NHS arrangements. As at the 30th of September 2011, that figure had reached 77.1%. In 2007, only 28.9% of adults in NHS Grampian were registered with a dentist under NHS arrangements, and as of the 30th of September in 2012, that figure had reached 56%. We continue to make provision under the Scottish Dental Access Initiative, which is available in the Grampian area, particularly in Aberdeenshire and in Morayshire, targeting areas where there continues to be limited access, so that we can ensure that those patients in NHS Grampian who wish to have access to an NHS dentist are able to do so.